What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions free roam video. So today we have, of course, the 8th Doctor, who was played by Paul McGann, and we're in his TARDIS from the 1996 TV movie, which is just such a cool looking TARDIS. I mean, just look at it. Look at how unique it is compared to the rest. It's basically like a living room. It's like a mini house sort of thing. It's awesome. I love it. And this is, of course, he's one of my favourite Doctors. He's just really underrated. I love his walk and everything. And it'll take too long to do, so I'm not going to do it. But when you get the game, or if you get the game, wait a little bit and you'll see that the 8th Doctor will actually get out some knitting. And he'll start doing some knitting. And it's just cool. It's a nice little reference to that line from the actual Night of the Doctor, that mini episode, where he says, "What if I get bored and I need a television, a couple of books, maybe anyone for chess? Bring me knitting." Just that kind of thing. I butchered that quote there, but you know what I mean. Alright, so let's go do some stuff. I'm gonna go fight some clockwork droids. Yes, that sounds fun. But yeah, I really like Paul McGann. I really hope that one day he will get another chance at being the Doctor, be it a mini-series, just another episode, possibly a mini-movie, anything. Any excuse to get him back in the role would be nice, and I would happily take it.
There is only one solution,
Because he's just awesome. But if not, then oh well. I'm just glad I have this game so I can play as Paul McGann and give him new adventures that he so desperately deserves. Let's see what he can do. Ah, right, okay, so he does the same basic moves as Peter Capaldi, which is interesting. Yeah, see, he has that one, but the one he did before, that is taken from Peter Capaldi. And also Christopher Eccleston as the 9th Doctor, he shares that as well. So, it's a shame that these two don't have special abilities, but whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just nice to be able to play as them. I mean, they have, you know, they have their own walking animations, running animations, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, not having a certain sonic screwdriver attack or like a certain melee attack or anything like that, it doesn't bother me. Also, another thing, if you're a fan of the 1996 TV movie, you'll remember there was a scene where he was like, "These shoes, they fit perfectly." He actually does that in the game as well. He doesn't say it, but he'll do the whole little dance he did from the movie, which is really cool to see in Lego form. And it's just funny, you know. Lego games always make things like that funny, and it's great. Come on, clockwork droids. Yeah. I wish he kind of had his own move, but whatever. And he can also run with his Sonic as well, which is nice. But yeah, like, if we ever get a full LEGO Doctor Who game, one of the ideas I've mentioned several times now, but obviously I want to talk about it more, for this Doctor in particular, is that they could make, like, missions, maybe one, maybe more would be great, but let's just focus on one for now. They could make like one mission for each Doctor, so obviously the main story could be a new story where you play as Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor, but then you could also unlock mini adventures where you get to play as previous incarnations. They could also have other stuff where you get to play as the villains, you get to play as Davros and Cybermen and Suntarans and all that kind of stuff. That would be really cool. But yeah, they could have like mini missions where you play as all the different incarnations. So you could have new adventures with those Doctors. That would be so cool. Imagine if they brought Paul McGann back in as the 8th Doctor and we got to play through you know, one of his adventures. They could do one of the Big Finish adventures, or they could write their own, like a whole new story for that Doctor. And they could get David Tennant back in, you can have a new story with him, and just loads of stuff. But if they did a partnership with Big Finish, it would probably be much easier, because those guys could really help them make some great stories, and then TT Games could make, you know, the gameplay, and it would just look great. I think that's definitely a possibility. You see, there's just so many things you could do with a full LEGO Doctor Who game, there really is. And I hope one day we get it, just so all these ideas can come true.
The situation does look... Greetings. This is an operation that could... Please don't get overexcited, Strax.
Oh yeah, and Strax would be cool in a LEGO Doctor Who game, because he'd have loads of weaponry and grenades and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be pretty cool. And in Lego Marvel's Avengers now, there's characters that have, what is it? I read about it in, they did like a preview of the, I think it's called Primer Guides, I could be wrong, but you know, the little guidebook you can get for video games. They did one on Lego Marvel's Avengers, and they did a preview on their website, and it shows that Bucky Barnes has the ability to throw like grenades, and they actually blow up some silver Lego pieces, which is really cool. So like if there was a full Lego Doctor Who game, you could have like Strax, and he could have that kind of ability, which would be really nice. Like I said, tons and tons of stuff you could do with Doctor Who in a Lego game. Tons of stuff. Making quick work of these Zygons. Boom. That Zygon didn't like that. Ow. Ooh. Making weird noises, aren't they? Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Gotcha. On your back. Yeah, there we go. Is that it? Oh, there's one more. Oh, Strax got him. I think that's it. Oh, there's one more. Go on, Strax. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Okay, there we go. I got the last one for you, Strax.
Telegram to Inspector Abeline of the Yard. The Strax, will you bring...
All right, cool. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna go for a run. I just want to show off. I always like to show off some of their animations because they're really cool. So let's try his tiptoe. Try it. There we go. So that's his tiptoe. Pretty cool. And then this is his walk. I like the walk. Very happy walk. And his run as well. It's a very bouncing kind of run. It's very cool. Do they have unique jumps as well? I'm trying to work it out. Okay, so that's his jump. And then he does a roll. And obviously, you know... Oh, wait, yes, they do have... Some of them do have unique jumps. Because, obviously, you know, when we did Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor, he used his yo-yo. You know, he uses yo-yo when you double jump, which is just so cool. I love that. Man, a Lego Doctor Who game would be so good. Every time I play this, it just gives me more and more ideas as to what you could do to make that game. And the day that's announced, I can't wait to start doing videos on it. I really do think it's going to happen, I just don't know when. And I'm hoping for the best, really. But as soon as it's announced, I am doing videos on that, and I can't wait. Maybe it's next. Maybe it's the next big Lego game, you know, you never know. What we do know, however, is that at the end of Lego Marvel's Avengers, there's going to be a little sneak peek as to what we're going to get next. It's a little hint as to what the next Lego game is going to be. Like, for example, at the end of Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, there was obviously the Marvel characters, which was a hint that Marvel was coming. But then there was also a hint at dinosaurs, and that was obviously Lego Jurassic World. But there was no hint to Lego Dimensions in the game. But now... You know, what they're going to do next, we have no idea what's coming out after Lego Marvel. All we know is more Lego Dimensions stuff, and that is it. So there's definitely something coming, but the question is, what is it? What is it? We will just have to wait and see.
Well,
I'm going to take out some cyber mats.
this is not the kind of weather that I had
That was
in
good
mind
parking.
to you. Oh, of course, they're still smoothing.
Let's take out some cyber mats. Boom.
Appears as though our site
Boom.
is being awakened by their little rodent companion. I'm sure.
Why is she whispering? They can hear you. They can hear you regardless of if you whisper or not.
Anything more than a little.
Unless she's just talking very lightly. My bad. Wait. We should bring K9 in. I think K9 would be fun. And I believe the 8th Doctor met K9 in a comic book or a book or something. I'm sure he's met him once. I saw it online once. I'm sure he's met him. Boom. Not against K9, they don't. No way. Yeah. I love how powerful K9 is. He's so cool. And it's great that he does, you know, he's voiced and everything, and he says stuff. He's not saying anything at the minute, but if I bring him in from the portal, then he should say something. Why is the camera so zoomed in there? If we run away from K9, and then we run away like this. Give it a second. And then we bring K9 in. He should say something. There you go. Your silliness is noted. Oh, I hate that weapon so much. Turn it off. I wish they would update it so that you could turn that on. You know, so every time you spawn a vehicle, if you have that upgrade unlocked, it's automatically off. And then if you want it on, you turn it on. I would much prefer that rather than it always being on and I have to turn it off every time. I just prefer that because I do not like that weapon. You know, I like K9 to have the weapons that he normally has, and I only like to have like the TARDIS as it is. I hate giving the TARDIS weapons. It just does my head in. Some people do like it, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, nah, I just can't stand seeing the TARDIS and weapons. It's just weird. It just seems so out of place in my opinion. Oh, let's do a race with K9. That'd be fun. Let's go. Alright. I swear they've had that same sound effect in like every single Lego game that has a race. Like from Lego Lord of the Rings, probably Lego Marvel and Lego Batman. But yeah, I definitely remember it from practically every Lego game. The cool thing is, when you're doing this race, is if you look on the map, it tells you what the next one's going to be. So it allows you to plan ahead before you actually reach it. But they're kind of easy anyway, so you don't really need to plan ahead, but you get what I mean. Ooh. Ooh. Careful. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Down there. Down here. Oh, nearly finished line. Yeah! Nice. Nicely done, Paul. Paul McGann riding K9. Oh, I know. If we do this, give me a second. I just want to blow everything up. There we go. Yeah, if we did all that and then we rebuild this, I can give you a little sneak peek as to one of his lines in the game. So if we pull the handle down, like so, and then we go up to this little machine and listen to this.
The universe hangs by such a delicate thread of coincidences. It's useful to meddle with it, unless like me, you're a Time Lord.
So yeah, that's one of them, which is obviously from the 1996 movie, but I don't want to try it again because there's a better one than that. A more clearer sounding one.
Doctor, but probably not the one you expected.
There you go. See, that's a cool one. See, I like that one. There's loads of them. There's like, when you take him off the toy pad, he says, "I help where I can, I will not fight." There's just loads of cool stuff like that. A lot of them are taken from The Night of the Doctor, which is great because, you know, they sound great and clear and everything, and there's no background noise. It's obviously, you know, they have to make do with what they're given. But it's just great to see with all the modern day Doctors, they didn't have any interference with music in the background or anything like that. And obviously with a lot of the old episodes of Doctor Who, there was no music. So, you know, when you hear things like William Hartnell and things, it sounds pretty clear to me. It doesn't sound perfect, obviously, because it was made years and years ago. But it sounds better than some, because, you know, they have music behind them, you know, as the backing track. But yeah. So, like, you know, a lot of Paul McGann's lines, but as well as that, you've got John Hurt, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. They all sound fine. Especially Peter, obviously, because they're all newly recorded lines for the game. But like I said, you know, if we ever got a full Lego Doctor Who game, I'm sure David Tennant, Paul McGann, Matt Smith, you know, I'm sure they'd all come back and happily record some new lines and stuff. I bet they would. They're cool like that. Trying to think. Oh yeah, we can do the Dalek one, I guess. Always like to finish on the Daleks, I suppose. Let's go to Scarrow. Where is Rusty?
You come over and calm this thing down before I push it off a cliff.
Oh, K9. K9 can help us. Come on, K9. Let's take out some Daleks. Ah, yes. More over here. I'm beating them. I know where they all are already. Yeah! Got him. And And then down. Oh! I got too cocky.
The universe hangs by such a delicate thread of coincidences, it's useless to meddle with it, unless like me you're a Time Lord.
Okay. That was random. Yes! So much carnage. I mean, I'm a doctor. But probably not the one you're expecting. Ooh, you're getting me a lot of studs right now. And this is really, really helping. There we go. Where's Rusty at? See if I can jump that, shall we? Yeah, I did it. What is he doing? Is there any Daleks attacking him? I haven't broken the quest by beating them all too soon, have I? TARDIS, you're in the way. I just blew up the TARDIS on purpose. I'm sorry! Where are we going, Rusty? Where are we going, Rusty? I've defeated them all. What are you doing? What's the point in coming over here? I've defeated them all already. Okay, whatever.
Exterminate all Dalek threats this on you.
So loud. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna get in the TARDIS, fly away. I'm not sure if I've shown a good look at this TARDIS yet, so I'll do that before we finish up, because it's such a good looking TARDIS. It's one of my favourites, if not my favourite. I can never decide on my favourite Doctor and my favourite TARDIS. You know, one week I'll be like, oh yeah, Matt Smith's my favourite, and then I'll watch a few episodes and like, oh, David Tennant, and then Chris Eggleston, and it's crazy. I always change my opinion every week or so. It's insane, and the same goes for the TARDIS. I'm gonna park it here. So yeah, this is his TARDIS. Love it. Oh, it's so cool having K9 in here. Just having him sit there. It's like he's your companion. The great thing is I love about the Doctor Who content is once you beat the level, you can replay it with any Doctor, which is really nice. So if you thought, I want to replay it as the War Doctor and fight Daleks on Skaro and the mission, you can totally do that, and it's a lot of fun to do stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor. What did you think? Do you like this Doctor? Personally, like I said, he's one of my personal favourites. I really think he's completely underrated, and I do hope he gets a return someday. But at least we have Lego Dimensions to satisfy our 8th Doctor needs. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.